You know, it's actually good when people like Don Lemon say the big problem in America is white men, because that kind of extremism, that kind of racism makes people see that the media is actually dangerous enemy propaganda. It does more to our side, it does more to wake people up and snap people out of their reality, their illusion, than anything else could. Anything that we could do could. The media hysterically running around and saying that Trump is a Nazi, Trump is literally Hitler, he's going to introduce a dark new era, there should be blood on the streets. But then when Trump says the media is dangerous, they say, no, your rhetoric is violence, it's encouraging violence. They don't have a leg to stand on and everyone knows it. It's brilliant when they say things like this. It works for us. No, they shouldn't be allowed to broadcast. They shouldn't be allowed to weaponize the populations. But now that they can, now that they reveal themselves so frequently as people that don't follow the rules they set. You know, they purportedly follow the rules of political correctness, but they don't. They only enforce it against their political opposition. Because that's the point in the propaganda. It's about insidiously taking over the population, subverting our morals. Whereas once we were actually content with free speech and people being able to speak openly, now we don't want Merwasis speaking, so we need to shut down free speech because it's hate speech. And when you change from a position that's actually liberal to one that's illiberal, you've become radicalised. You've undergone a radical change, and it's the media that's done that. Now it's de rigueur to censor. That's what all the media outlets seem to advocate, seem to want. They just want more people to get shut down all the time, because that seems to be the default position now, to want to censor. Obama just gave a big speech and he was visibly worried and shaken and actually crazy. He was just saying, whatever the hell he was doing, I don't know, you know, but he was, he's clearly shaken, he's worried about this blue trickle that's going to happen. And this red wave, which is crimson tsunami, is going to engulf all of America. Soros is going to get captured and you know, he's been found out to be engaging in criminal activities with NGOs around the world. Fox News host Lou Dobbs has been fired for mentioning it and calling him out. But the state occupied, the deep state is occupied by Soros agents. Even the government under Trump and the neocons, etc., are funded by Soros. There are too many Soros agents influencing everything, and Obama put his last-minute stay-behind networks in place, which Soros is now implementing, just like Soros put in his leftist agitator groups around the world, and now he's activated them. He's too well known. His name is being bandied about everywhere. You know, you can't stay protected for forever. This is the end of the Soros era. And in the future, people will be teaching children in the future generations of children will be taught about Soros. We'll be burning him on the fire like Guy Fawkes. And how this one man, George Soros, nearly brought down society completely after being allowed to do so by a fake justice system of two-tier justice. And having a fake media complex protect him and say that he's a war survivor, a Holocaust survivor. We know he's not. We see how angry he got when he was being accused of hiding his taxes because he has tax havens, he doesn't pay his taxes. Then he got aggressive and said, I want to talk about politics. I'm not here to talk about myself. I want to talk about politics. Let me talk about politics. I want to talk about politics. Such a spoiled billionaire brat. You're dangerous, Soros. And you can't stay protected by people saying it's anti-Semitic to criticise you. We know of your crimes. The world knows of your crimes, and the world is not a conspiracy theorist. So a red wave is approaching, and when it approaches, the deep state will be reined in. And when it's reined in, the end of Soros will approach, and the end of Soros is approaching. Your name is being bandied around too frequently. Your name is too ubiquitous throughout the internet, Soros, for you to possibly escape justice anymore.